Yes! A blessed Sunday afternoon to everyone. Yan. So, hello po sa mga magjo-join sa atin. Feel free to share our post na po. Share muna tayo sa mga groups. Sana ma-approve nila. Yay! Hello po. Maulan dahil kay Bagyong Ramil. So, we're hoping that wherever you are joining us, ay safe po kayo. I'm gonna share my screen. Yan, share screen muna tayo. Hello po sa mga nagjo-join. Blessed Sunday po. And ganun-ganun lang, ma'am. 1 week na from my birthday. 1 week na agad yung lumipas. Salamat po ulit dahil on my birthday ay nag 14,000 Facebook followers tayo. Super, super thank you po sa inyo na nag-share and support and nagko-comment, nag-send ng message. Thank you so much po. Feel free to share po yung mga helpful posts pa natin and check out din po yung social media accounts natin. Ay, hindi pala siya na next. Saan yung next? Ayaw. Naghang. Ayaw niyang mag-next. May technical problem agad.
Oo, ganyan talaga pag live.
Ulit. Actually, itong week na 'to, nagkakaroon talaga ako ng internet problem, na medyo frequent. Ayan. Ay pala kasi, iba pala. Wait, stop share muna natin. Hello po sa mga nagjo-join. Shoutout natin sila Miss Risa, Miss Bernadette, and Miss Ninita. Thank you po sa pag-join niyo. Wait lang. Ito pala sa page na 'to yun. Yan. Mali pala yung sinishare ko kaya pala walang nani-next. Sorry. Hello po. Yehey, may 10 ano na tayo. Live audience with us. Welcome po for this Sunday talk po. Ayan, share ko lang. Nagpasalamat po ako sa inyo na nanonood at sumusuporta sa ginagawa nating pag-share po ng mga free webinars and events, free events natin. Hello po, Miss Dorothy and Kaloyski. Thank you for joining us. Sana marami po kayong matutunan. Stay tuned. And ito yung shinare ko last week. So sa top 4 lessons ko, yan, may full post ako. Pero yan lang po, parang ma-remind tayo. Comparison is a thief of joy. Know what you are not. And then when we know better, we do better. And great is good repeated. Actually, itong know what you are not, tsaka po great is good repeated kay Steven Bartlett or Barley, baka kasi yun yung tamang pagbigkas ng pangalan niya, ko siya nalaman. Hi, Mami Lee! Thank you for joining us. Ayan. So, ipa-plug po natin na after today's event, yung susunod po na FB Live natin ay sa Saturday po ng 7:30 PM. And we'll get to know the awesome and amazing story of the Awesome Brothers po. So, si Mami Sue, sa Facebook, Ate Sue yung name niya, pero si Mommy Merlinda yon. And her 3 awesome sons. Yan po. So, magiging guest po natin sila sa Awesome Minds this coming Saturday po. October 25. So hope you can join us too for another inspirational, and ready po kayo ng tissue para sa guesting nila. And then sa last Saturday naman po, so after today, Sunday pala, sorry. After today, Sunday, next Sunday po, the last Sunday na po ng October, we're gonna have Teacher Eileen Atienza for our SL Pips Collab. Ang ganda-ganda po ng topic niya. She will talk about and share with us about AAC or Augmentative Alternative Communication. So sana po yung mga kilala po ninyo or mga nangangailangan or interested about AAC, sana po mag-join kayo sa Free FB Live next Sunday ng 5 p.m. din po para matutunan po natin ang sabay-sabay yan. And for today, yes, na-move po to. This was supposedly in August. Di ba, no, ma'am? In August siya. So, I'm so glad na matutuloy na siya sa wakas. Our topic for today po. So, hello po ulit sa inyo. Thank you po sa mga nag-join. You can share po yung live natin para mas marami pong makapanood at matuto with us. I'm going to start to introduce our speaker for today. Na totoo lang, online ko lang po din siya na-meet. Tapos nag-join po kami dun sa training nila. Sir Alfonso, shoutout natin. Sir Alfonso, Teacher Ana, and si Miss Kim po. So doon kami personally nagkakilala po. Seatmates po kami. And from there, nagsimula ang magandang pagkakaibigan. So, our guest for this afternoon po is Miss Judy Marcia Masilang Ponte. She's a guidance supervisor of all guidance centers under the Oblates of St. Joseph or OSJ schools and concurrently serves as the special needs education specialist. She is a registered guidance counselor and a licensed psychometrician. In addition, she works as a counseling consultant at Heal Space Psychological Clinic in Lipa, Batangas. So pag in FB nyo, search nyo po yan, makikita nyo po yung Heal Space. I-follow nyo rin po, Heal Space Psychological Clinic in Lipa, Batangas, where she handles a wide range of concerns including grief, career issues, depression, anxiety, life transitions, family dynamics, and couples therapy. A cum laude graduate, Miss Judy earned her bachelor's degree in psychology from the First Asia Institute of Technology and Humanities, or FATE. She completed her master's degree in guidance and counseling at Ateneo de Manila University and is currently pursuing a PhD in counseling psychology with a specialization in clinical psychology at De La Salle University. She also holds a certificate in special education and a certificate in early childhood education. Miss Judy's dedication to continuous learning and service is evident in her extensive professional training. She is a certified marriage and family counselor, mental health first responder, autism spectrum disorder specialist, dialectical behavior therapy professional, and a certified positive self-regulation coach. She's an active member of several professional organizations, including the Philippine Mental Health Association, the Philippine Association for Counselor Education, Research, and Supervision, the Association of Psychological and Educational Counselors in Asia, and the Philippine Guidance and Counseling Association. With the OSJ schools, Ms. Judy leads numerous initiatives such as professional development programs for teachers, counseling associates, and student formation officers, and mental health services under the Employee Assistance Program. Most notably, she champions inclusive education through the I-ACE program, supporting students with special education needs. Ms. Judy is a passionate advocate for mental health, inclusive education, lifelong learning, and self-care principles that she lives out both professionally and personally. So let's all welcome, hello po sa inyo. Isa-stop share ko muna kasi ibabalik ko yung screen para si Miss Judy Marcia ang Fonte ang share. Hi ma'am, nakamute ka ha?
Hello! Hi! Ayan, okay na?
Yep,
Ayan. Alright, sige. Thank you, Miss Joy. Oh, so seatmates kami, tapos multiple times kami nagiging seatmate, no?
correct. Nagiging
Oo.
seatmates and sa mga learning. Yun nga po, nagkikita ka po sa mga learning and professional training. So, ang bongga.
Yes. Oo, kasi syempre, yun nga, lifelong learning, no? So, yun talaga.
Correct.
Kaya nga, pag nagpo-post na Sir Al, parang okay, may attend na naman ba tayo? Para
Magkikita ulit.
magkikita ba ulit tayo? Yan, yung ganun yung mga pinag-uusapan namin. Okay, so for today, ang isi-share ko kasi she's been asking about what I want to share, si Miss Joy, and I was thinking about it, and then siguro ang pinaka-isi-share ko na lang yung pinaka-ginagawa namin sa school kasi tanong talaga to, no? I attended the seminar a few days back, and this has been the question. So paano siya ginagawa? Kasi nga, syempre, ah ito yung bago, no? Karamihan sa mga school ay hindi inclusive ready. So, ano yung mga ginagawang namin, alright? So, just to introduce din, no, yung the Congregation of the Oblates of St. Joseph, ang under na school, under my care ay 7, pero we have one na minor seminary. So, formation house siya for future priests. So, yung 7 other schools, dito ko ginagawa yung inclusive education, okay? Um, I'm the guidance supervisor. So, ang difference niyan with just being the guidance counselor in the institution is I do supervision. I oversee how the guidance centers are operating. And sa akin din, nire-refer yung complex cases. So, the reason kung bakit mas naging involved ako dito kasi I was able to observe na most of the cases referred to me, parang 3 years back, ay focusing on students with special educational needs or neurodivergent learners, no? And then, back in 2019, ito, napaka-ano to sa akin, napaka-significant ito. I attended the seminar by Pacers. This has been organized by some of my professors in De La Salle. Dito ako mas naliwanagan sa special education kasi dito ang mga naging speakers sila ay speech therapists, occupational therapists, and ped teacher. And then, mas nakita ko yung, ay, oo nga, no, possible nga siya, no, dahil pinakita rin dito na ginagawa talaga siya in some schools. And then, back then, wala pa namang ganong need in our school. Pero in my head, I was really trying to prepare it. So, I tried to come up with a policy and presented it to my administrators. Now, in 2022, ayan, to 2023, ito talaga yung pinaka naging onset, no? So, we were able to see learners with diagnosis who were recommended for a regular classroom. And then there are those who were diagnosed within the school year, and there were those learners with manifestations. And of course, along with this, syempre, nagkaroon tayo ng teacher-related concerns sa classroom management. And then, mas maraming difficult encounter with the parents yung teachers. And then, ito yung mga nare-refer na cases sa akin, no? And with this, parang before, no, the approach was reactive. So, wala namang perfect na institution, no. So kami parang, okay, so although I was trying to prepare it nung 2019 pa, pero nung 2022, masyado siyang dumami. So we really have to do something about it. And yung pinaka mga naging legal basis namin for this would be, syempre, yung Philippine Constitution. No, we have the law na rin, yung RA 11650. And then, meron na ngayong lumabas ulit yung RA 12080, yung Basic Education, Mental Health and Wellbeing Promotion Act. And dun sa school-based mental health services, under nun would be us counselors or mental health professionals in schools to take into consideration yung provisions ng RA 11650. So, kaya 'di ba, mas kailangan na may gawin. So, for our schools, I tried to come up with the policy. So, kailangan, di ba, dito talaga nagsisimula sa policy. So, I presented this to our administrators, ayan. And then, along with the policy, syempre, yung pag-educate sa mga teachers at saka sa administrators as well. So, syempre, isa sa mga pinapakita ko sa kanila is itong figure na to, itong image na to, yung, di ba, nakikita dyan, for a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. And looking into it, paano nga ba? Paano nga ba yung elephant? Paano nga ba yung fish? Paano yung seal? No? Paano sila akit sa puno? Right? So, and then another concept is yung concept ng equality and equity, that yung equality, everyone gets the same support, but for equity, they get the support that they need. Now, for the inclusive education framework, ito yung ginagamit namin sa school. Okay, so cycle siya kasi, 'di ba, as I've said, no, hindi kami perfect. Wala namang perfect na institution. So every time we notice na merong kailangang i-tweak or kailangang baguhin, nai-inform nun yung policy. So minsan may mga changes kami ginagawa, lalo na for example, when it has something to do with handling behavioral issues, di ba? May mga tipong ganyan na if ever na lumabas din siya sa mga ibang areas in the student handbook, so anong gagawin namin? What do we do? So we start with the policy and then the support for teachers, no? Support for parents, hindi pwedeng mawawala, collaboration, and then monitoring. So ito yung 5 elements ng framework, ng inclusive education framework. Okay, so first yung policy. Ayan. So, yun nga, ito yung policy on inclusion and accommodation. So, lahat ng schools namin may copies dito. So, nandito din yung mga sample na accommodations. Parang I showed the table of contents earlier, mga pwedeng accommodations na gawin. Pero along with that, nagbibigay na rin ako ng document kasi nag-come up na rin kami. Ito, inspired to with Mommy Brains, no? Kasi di ba, meron siyang pinopost na ganyan. Sabi ko, sige, parang need din namin. So kami nga rin. So nagawa kami ng IAs. Ayan. Para at least madaling ma-determine, okay, itong batang to, ipapasok siya sa IAs. Okay? So, syempre, nakalagay din doon yung modification at saka accommodation na kailangan gawin, no? Nandun siya mismo sa policy. And then yung pagka-come up ng IEP. Yung IEP kasi lately ko na lang din siya natutunan, no? Talagang, ano to, Miss Joy, pinag-aaralan talaga, attend ng seminar, no? Kaya, tuwan-tuwa ako sa mga SNED bodies. Anong tawag ninyo sa sarili nyo, no? Si Miss Janine, si Miss
Karen.
Camille, yan, si Miss Kim, si Teacher Kim, lalo na, tsaka si Sir
Yeah.
Al, no? Si Teacher Ana, sila talaga yung ano. Kaya nung malakas ang loob ko, no, doing this, kasi parang I feel that I'm standing on the shoulders of the giants. Parang ganon, no? Kasi ang laki talaga ng tutulong ni na Sir Al at saka ni Teacher Kim. Promise. Sobrang laki. Ayan, okay. And then of course, syempre, yung support sa teachers, ito yung pinaka-importante. Hindi siya pwedeng mawala kasi sila yung pinaka nag-handle sa mga bata, sila yung pinaka nagma-manage ng classroom. So, in our school, I tried to do yung mga tipong seminars for them, support for them, mentoring for them. I tried to kasi looking into it, no, meron ng mga hindi nila na alam na they're already practicing inclusive education, hindi lang siya naka-document. Yung mga
Mhm.
tipong ganyan. And we were able to notice some seasoned teachers na able to do it, no, na kaya nilang i-handle yung mga bata. So, I tried to tap them, no, pang-boost din ng self-esteem nila na, hello, kaya nilang gawin pala yun, no, hindi nila alam na yun na pala yun, no. Okay, so ilang beses 'tong ginagawa. So we also deal with, of course, yung mga department heads, no? Kasi we have grade school department heads. So sila yung pinaka nag-handle sa mga teachers. We have guidance counselors or counseling associates. We also have teacher aides. So sa grade school department ako nag-center kasi ito yung pinakamadami, no? As I've mentioned, yung mga learners naman, hindi naman sila coming into school with diagnosis no? So sometimes dun pa lang nila nalalaman or dun pa lang na nagma-manifest of course yung behavior. And then actually part din ng policy yung merong window period muna kasi 'di ba it's an adjustment. No, you're in a new school, you're in a new setting, lalo pag hindi ka po pumapasok. So, part ng policy yung alam mo na natin na baka mamaya adjustment lang, no? So, meron kasi mga ganun, right? Na after the window period ng adjustment period, okay na, no? Pero kapag halimbawa nag-extend na siya, ayun, so doon na namin nakikita yung mga manifestations and doon na namin siya nare-refer. Ngayon, dito sa support for teachers, so part ng educating them would be yung understanding ng neurodiversity, no, yung paggamit ng tamang term. So we're already using yung neurodivergent sa schools. Hindi kasi syempre 'di ba sa Batangas, ang special at regular ay LOMI. Hindi siya ginagamit sa iba, okay? So another is yung sharing of best practices, ano ginagamit sa classroom management, what works for them, no? I also introduce to them the concept of functional behavior analysis, yung ABC, no? Paano ba mag-document kasi nasa documentation, no? Policy, documentation, yung dalawang yon, hindi yung pwedeng mawala. Ayan, no? So, meron ding sensory integration techniques, of course, no? Kasi teachers has to be informed na, ay, kaya tong batang to, ganun yung ginagawa niya. So, ano kayong pwedeng gawin? Kaya, nagkaroon na rin kami ng mga students na pumapasok na merong mga headset. So, and that's okay, no? Part siya ng accommodation, no? So, yun. At saka yung learning how to write better observation notes and how to give feedback to parents. Sobrang importante nito. Although, syempre, as I've mentioned, hindi kami perfect institution. Meron talagang minsan, no, na nakakalusot, pero once I get to know about the case, no, I really try to do something about it. And of course, yung what to do with. Ano yung mga gagawin kapag may mga gantong cases, okay? So, ayan, yan. So, ito yung mga pictures for documentation kasi importante ang documentation, no? So, another is yung, yan. So, I was able to invite Mommy Brains din. So, nag-hold siya ng webinar sa school. Ayan. So, nakakatuwa. Tuwan-tuwa kami sa kanya. Tuwan-tuwa din yung mga teachers. So, hopefully ma-invite namin siya in person someday, no? And I'm also a part of PhilSet, no? Yung Philippine Society for Special Education Teachers. So, I was able to include our teachers, no, to attend yung UDL, yung Universal Design for Learning kasi sobrang importante nito eh, right? So ito yung
Mhm.
part ng inclusive education. So ang isa talaga sa pinaka naging key for me to be able to do all of this is networking. Yan, yun talaga, no? I was able to network with a lot of organizations, individuals, advocates, yan. Okay, so syempre yung documentation, so meron kaming IAs forms, so nandito lahat ng mga pwedeng documents that teachers can use, no? Tapos sobrang thankful kay Miss Janine, ang ating SNED body, no? Nagkaroon ako ng behavior accommodations tracker din. I came up with this. So, kasi para 7 schools yun under my care. So, hindi ko naman lahat sila mapupuntahan. So, ginawa ko na lang, okay, magta-Google Forms ako for some teachers to answer, for those teachers with concerns to answers. And then, I reply back with a behavioral support plan. Ayan. And I discussed this with the guidance counseling associate, no, and the department head. So, if ever they have, para sila na lang yung ah, mag-discuss ito with the teachers. And if kaya ng oras, so ako na lang nagdi-discuss with the teachers how to go about it. So nandito yung target behavior, no, given yung mga sinagot nila dun sa galing kay Miss Janine na anong tawag dito na form, no? Ayan, yung goal, ano yung behavior replacement goal at ano yung mga pwedeng gawin ng teacher para ma-prevent yung behavior, ano yung pwede niyang gawin kapag nandun na yung behavior at ano yung mga pwede niyang ituro para hindi na maulit yung ganong klaseng behavior. Yan. So, ginawa ko siyang simple lang, no, para hindi masyadong mahirapan din syempre, di ba, isi-simplify natin yung mga terms. Hindi tayo gagamit ng sobrang, complicated terms at saka bulleted siya para madali ding mabasa. Isang basahan lang, kita na siya kaagad. Okay, so ito ay given sa department head, noted siya ng principal, and then received ng advisor or ng teacher or whoever filled out yung galing kay Miss Janine. So, syempre may behavioral intervention plan kasi nga sabi ko nga, 'di ba, ang sikreto ng inclusive education ay nasa policy at nasa documentation. Nandun talaga sa dalawang 'yon. Okay, now for the support for parents, syempre ito isa ay hindi rin pwedeng mawala. So naging concern din ng karamihan sa mga teachers namin yung mga actually hindi lang naman sa amin, no. Sabi ko nga I attended the seminar this week, no. Parang 3 days ago and then ang isa sa mga naging sharing would be some parents are in denial. And totoo naman 'yun, no. So doon na papasok yung role ng counselors. No, so kasi part ng role din namin would be to psychoeducate, no, and syempre we do counseling din, no, we invite teacher for parent-teacher collaboration, there are parent collab conferences, and then support to parents in consultation with professionals. So ito yung isa sa mga pinaka pwedeng gawin at kayang gawin ng isang counselor, okay? Lalo na if the counselor is in school, no, kasi syempre 'di ba yung it has to be processed, okay? Ayan, so meron ding child-friend policy, right? So sa'min sa school, so since nakita ko na yung pattern, yan. Noong 2021, 2022, 2023, so dun maraming mga referral and then dun talaga tayo natututo sa experience. Pero hindi naman natin ililimit yung learning natin sa experience lang natin. Matututo din tayo sa experience ng iba. So gauging from their experience, so ang ginawa ko, nagkamap ako ng gantong flow chart, ayan, gantong flow. So, kumbaga, ito yung magiging guide sa mga teachers kung paano kakausapin ang parent. Kasi 'di ba minsan mahirap talaga makipag-usap sa parent. So, and ang sinasabi ko lang naman, merong mga instances na kailangan lang ng parent ng assurance, right? No, may mga gano'n. And another is hindi naman ibig sabihin na ah, meron kasing terms minsan na ginagamit na hindi it rubs the parent the wrong way. Na kung ako yung parent parang medyo ma-offend din ako. Kaya ang ginagawa namin minsan kung halimbawa, okay, i-cha-chat ang parent, kakausapin yung parent babasahin ko muna. So, sige nga, kung ako yung parent sa akin mo nga sabihin, parang pina-practice ko rin na gano'n sa teachers para at least hindi siya mag-land differently dun sa parent. So, kaya importante muna yung teacher intervention. So, lagi ko sinasabi sa parent, sa teacher, although nandun naman din to sa documents ng DepEd, no? Nandun din siya sa batas, pero na-emphasize ko sa teacher na you have to do something first in the classroom, and that has to be, the parent has to be informed kung ano na yung nagawa mo in the classroom. Para at least, iba, may ano na, ang una kasi tinatanong sa teachers, anong ginawa mo? Eh, ikaw yung teacher. So, para at least ready ka na. So, kailangan merong gawin. Kaya nga doon papasok yung behavior support plan na pinakita ko kanina. So, ito, no? So, una, yung sa child finds, syempre, we try to identify the learner. So, hindi mawawala ang documentation. May observation notes, may behavior checklists. Kasi, medyo mahirap sa ibang teacher yung observation notes kasi susulatan pa siya. So checklist na lang para check-check na lang sila ng check-check, no? And then of course yung teachers provided intervention provided by the teacher in the classroom. So this has to be identified first. So as a teacher, anong ginawa mo sa classroom, no? So I help them out with this, and then of course yung parent collaboration and referral na dito napapasok yung pag-refer sa specialists and intervention by specialist, classroom accommodation, IEP, and collaboration with them, no? So ang isa din sa yung pag-inform sa parent is yung ano, no, yung karapatan nila at karapatan ng bata. Kasi kapag alam nila yon, mas nagiging proactive sila in doing something, no? Kasi alam, may batas protecting them, no? So may batas for them. Okay, so ang isa din sa ina-emphasize din namin is yung purpose ng assessment, hindi i-regulate yung admissions ng bata sa school. So gusto lang din namin malaman paano i-accommodate. So, paano mag-communicate sa parents? So, ito yung ginagamit naming script. So, una, kailangan observation. Kailangan siya ay concrete definition ng behavior, and then intervention done in the classroom, ano yung need pa ng bata, pag-solicit ng support sa parent, and then proposal. Yan. So, ganito yung paggagawa ng script in talking to the parent, ganito yung pinaka-ginagamit naming format. Okay. So, para ano, 'di ba? Hindi yung tipong malikot po yung anak nyo, ganyan. So sabi ko, hindi. Ano ba yung ginagawa niya kaya siya malikot? Paano mo ba nasabing malikot? 'Di ba? Laging pumapasok sa ganung ano, laging ganun yung tanong, no? Paano mo nasabi, no? Ayan, okay. So, in fact, meron pang ano, script, fill out na lang nila yung mga tipong ano, fill in the blanks na lang. Okay, and then I was able also to come up with a page, no? So, this is a page for parents. So, lahat ng parents namin in our schools who are yung neurodivergent, yung anak nila, and they're still enrolled in the school, and sometimes yung iba ay na-advise to transfer pero nandito pa rin sila. So okay lang, no? Kasi dito ako nagpo-post ng mga resources for them. So lahat ng worksheets na pwede kong ibigay, nandito siya, no? And even some of the references, tips, tricks, strategies, yan, dyan siya nakalagay. And I was also able to streamline referral network. Yan. So ito yung dito napapasok yung pagiging ano natin, no? Pagiging networkers natin. So talagang ano, pinagtrabahuan ko talaga na makapag-network with other centers, with other specialists for us to be able to better serve the students. Yan. Okay, and then hindi mawawala siyempre yung collaboration. So sa inclusive education, as parang sa mental health framework, pero hindi kaming pyramid, no? So dito rin na-identify ano ba yung mga binibigay, parang nade-determine din yung mga bata. So syempre, meron kami binibigay for majority of the students. And then, sa spirit of accommodation and inclusive education, we were able to identify students with similar needs. And syempre, dahil similar needs sila, minsan meron kaming mga ginagawa na pare-pareho. No? For example, merong mga bata na hindi ka sila longer yung pag-take nila ng tests. Yung pag-take ng test, meron siyang particular na time. So, if merong mga ganong bata na pare-pareho sila ng longer yung pag-take ng test or kailangan individualize yung pag-exam nila, so, pinagsasama-sama namin sila during examinations, pag ganyan, no? Para at least, no, hindi kumbaga, individualized kasi yung atake, no? And then meron namang individual accommodation kasi for example, yun nga, no, merong mga specific na bata na specialized yung accommodation niya. So for example, as I've mentioned, shared kanina, no, meron kaming bata na yung naka-headset, no? And then another, meron kaming naka ano siya, even for mental health, may accommodation din eh. For example, merong selective mutism. So pag ganun, hindi mo naman siya pwedeng i-force na magsalita. So part ng individual accommodation niya, so document namin yun na hindi siya i-force magsalita, bibigyan namin siya ng alternative ways of participating in the classroom. That's individual accommodation. So kung hindi man siya magsasalita, isusulat na lang niya, or kaya if kasi magaling naman siya sa written, kaya naman niya magsulat, okay lang naman sa kanya magsulat, so isusulat na lang niya, ganyan, no? And then of course, meron din naman kasi mga bata na kailangan ng personal support or shadow teachers. So sila yung nasa tier 4. Okay, so importante yung collaboration sa inclusive education. Ito yung isa sa mga element na hindi pwedeng mawala. Kaya nga sinasabing it takes a village, no? So, sila yung mga nakakatulong natin at makakatulong natin. So, in our end, no, kasi nga I'm handle 7 schools, I was able to partner with some schools din, no. Yung iba ay mga special education schools, yung iba ay mga inclusive schools, and then naging partner ko sila in the sense na if ever meron kaming i-refer na bata for transfer, nagiging VIP yung treatment sa mga bata. So, nakakatawa yung nung ganong partnership. Kasi nga, yun nga it takes a village, right? And I was also able to collaborate with DepEd specialists, so developmental pediatrician. So she was able to visit the school. Ayan. So kaya yung mga students namin at least na-assess na-assess sila, and then I was able to encourage assessing them as well dahil nga hindi na sila pupunta sa iba, hindi na sila lalayo, and then pag-iipunan dahil matagal pa 'to, matagal ko pa 'to bago na-identify yung date na 'to. So, may time pa para mapag-ipunan nila yung pagpapa-assess. So, mas encourage silang magpa-assess din. So, it was held last September 7, ayan. And then, apart from that, no, meron din akong directory. So, this is something that I can share with everyone. Ayan. So, pwede nyo siyang kunin no, as reference. So lahat ng mga specialists within the area na malapit, yun nga lang, no, malapit sa amin, malapit sa mga institusyon na hinahandle ko, sila yung nandito. So meron ditong psychiatrist, psychologist, counselors, occupational therapist, developmental pediatrician, speech therapist. So lahat na nandito na sa directory na to. And as an institution, nagkaroon kami ng streamlined referral network. So these are the schools, the centers that I was able to network with, no, partner with, para mas madali ang mag-refer, mas madali ding makipag-collaborate. Ayan, so ito sila. So si Teacher Eileen kanina, no, that you'd be magiging guest mo sa
Yeah.
banda-banda dyan. Ayan, ayan. So si Teacher Eileen, so kasi Batangas based siya eh. Ayan. Okay, so and then siyempre, this is something that, I kept on showing sa mga teachers namin, yung differences ng equality, no, yung everyone gets to dance. If we use dance as a metaphor, yung equality, everyone gets to dance. Diversity, everyone has their own special different dance to dance. Yung equity is everyone gets to dance their own special dance that works for them. Acceptance is understanding that we all dance different dances. Belonging is feeling welcome and comfortable to dance your dance without feeling judged, and justice is doing everything you can to make sure everyone is able to dance their dance. Ayan, kaya I really appreciate being with yung group ni Miss Joy, yan, yung group nyo, no? Kasi no, I was able to see that ito kayo, no, you're doing social justice siya, no? You're trying to make sure everyone, you try to do everything that you can to make sure everyone is able to dance their dance, no? Ayan. Okay, now, for ito, no, ito rin yung isang reminder na no matter how many billions of them fall from the sky, there are never two the same. So, neurodiversity, ganito rin siya, right? No? So, kaya merong individualized education plan. Ayan. So, ito, pinakita ko to kay Teacher Kim at nag-comment na siya dito. Sabi ko, sige po, sige po. Ganyan. Parang matuto tayo, no? So, let's be open to criticisms pag ganyan, no? Constructive criticism. So, yeah. So, nabigyan na niya ako ng feedback, anong better way of doing this, yung individualized education plan. So, this is a document, legal document siya, no? Ayan. So, ito siya. Yan. So, may annual goals. Okay. So, inspired din to ng mga kay Miss Jereen, no, na Janine pala 'no, na pino-post niya or shine-share niya, ayan. And of course yung, ah monitoring, ayan, okay. So dito rin sa ano, so if you've noticed 'no, naka-identify din dito yung mga therapist or services na ino-o-offer dun sa mga bata, yan. Okay, so at tuwing kailan. Now sa inclusive education framework, so hindi rin puwedeng mawala yung monitoring. So part siya kasi nung process, okay. So part ng monitoring would be collaborating with DepEd, collaborating with OT, speech therapists, ped tutors, and of course, yung academic department and the guidance center. Okay, so kasama din dito yung kasi 'di ba yung IEP pwede naman kasi siyang ma-modify. Kaya kung nakita nyo kanina meron siyang version, no? Kasi tas nag-comment si Teacher Kim. Sabi niya, kailangan daw may document supporting dun sa ano, yung sa accommodation. So, yeah, ba't nawala si Miss ano? Hi, Miss Joy. Ayan, sige, going back. Okay, so yung ano, yung monitoring, part kasi ng monitoring yung pag-determine din kung nagwo-work pa ba yung sa IEP. And Miss Kim, Teacher Kim, parang she commented that that has to be a separate document. So sabi ko, okay po, noted po. Ayan. And then of course, syempre may mga difficulties din in the classroom. So ano yung best intervention to employ? Ano yung accommodation strategies na pwedeng gawin? Lalo na pag halimbawa may transitions kasi merong ganun. And then of course, meron ding decisions when it comes to placement. Ito yung mga advice to transfer or ATT. Kasi meron din naman talagang ganun, no? Meron talagang mga cases na ang decisions na nire-recommend namin would be ATT or advice to transfer. Pero we make sure, no? We try to make sure na hindi siya yung meron pa rin siyang placement, no? Merong school kung saan namin siya pwedeng i-refer. Yan, as I've mentioned, meron kaming partner na mga schools or centers, ano, ayan. Okay. And then, of course, yung school and classroom visits. So, I try to do classroom observation. I do teacher coaching. I coordinate with the department head and the principal. We do IAP monitoring and we conduct parent-teacher conferences. Okay, so yan. So ito yung 5 elements, no? As I've mentioned kanina, no, parang meron pa rin siyang arrow going to the policy kasi syempre may mga ano talaga, no, hindi naman perfect, no, tayo. So meron mga minsan na we try to review it if it's still applicable or kailangan merong i-tweak lalo na kapag halimbawa merong batas na lumalabas or may mga cases na biglang lumalabas na wala dun sa policy. So we talk about it, okay? Ayan. So eto 'no, hindi ko alam saan ko ba 'to nakita, parang sa'yo yata 'to 'no. So inclusion is more than just a set of strategies or practices. It's an educational orientation that embraces differences and values the uniqueness that each learner brings to the classroom. So kapag halimbawa ano, nagdi-discuss ako nito, ang isa sa mga pine-present kong video before I end is ito, 'yan yung kay Brianna. So, familiar ba kayo dun sa ano, commercial siya ng Colgate. And then, currently, meron siyang intellectual disability, pero currently, ano na siya, early childhood teacher na. No, and then, marami na siyang guestings, parang ganyan, no?
Correct.
Yan, di ba? Search it na lang, no? Commercial siya, ano, parang, ano, Brianna. Yan, si Brianna Maximo. And then, ang reminder niya dito is ito, no? So, sabi niya, to all teachers, parents, relatives, teachers, therapists, and doctors of persons with disability or those with intellectual disability like me, please continue to believe in us and please help us. We also deserve the chance to live the best lives that we could. Ayan, so Brianna. Okay, so eto din, no? So sabi nga, if moving forward is the only goal, the race is a set up for failure. But if movement is the goal, each creature has its own way to achieve. No, imagine if ano 'no, yung mga students natin ay sea creatures 'no, ta's ang race lang, eh, ano to move forward. So, paano yun? Eh, iba-iba yung galaw ng mga 'to. Okay, so yun lang po. Thank you so much.
Ang ganda ng topic mo, ma'am. We currently have 25 viewers. Andiyan si Miss Janine.
Ayan, si Miss Janine,
Inay
oo.
Brands, correct. Sorry na, nawala ako. Buti na lang dire-diretso. Yun talaga yung fear ko. Sabi ko, nako, na-disconnect ako. Sana wag ma-disconnect yung live. Pero dahil nandyan ka, nagdire-diretso naman siya.
Ah, okay.
Sobrang ganda nung shinare mo, ma'am, kasi pinakita mo talaga how ikaw dun sa school ninyo, how you're moving and implementing inclusion talaga, how it looks like in real life. Tapos, ma'am, for i-flash ulit natin yung ano mo, yung cycle mo na
Ah,
ginawa
oo,
mo.
oo, oo, sige. Ito, nasa na yun?
Yeah, ito po
Ito.
kung gusto, yan, 'di ba? So nakakatuwa tong ginawa niya na to, tsaka yung pagpapaliwanag niya sa atin na yun nga po from we are guided by laws, tapos gagawa ka ng like kung sa institution, school or company or therapy center or play school ninyo gagawa ka ng policy that will be followed in your school. Pero 'di ba, yun nga po, kaya cycle siya kasi yung sinabi nga po ni Miss Judy kanina na yung monitoring kasi kumbaga after all mo makita na ganito yung mga nangyayari, ano yung learning, yun nga, may opportunity for you to add more details, to tweak, to adjust according to what happens in real life. Kasi kumbaga, galing ka dun sa law na ang basis niya talaga is idealistic, di ba? Pero gusto mo siyang ilapit sa reality and makikita mo talaga ano yung mga challenges mo doon, ano yung mga hurdles mo, ano yung iba-ibang presentation ng mga tao na makakaharap mo, na makakasalamuha mo kasi hindi naman lahat magiging smooth flowing and easy talaga. So everyone is learning. Kaya napakahalaga po nung open tayo sa learning, dun sa pag-share ng positive feedback, tapos yung collaboration po, yung highlight po ni Miss Judy, di ba? Para maging successful tayo dun sa aim natin na ma-implement po yung inclusion. Kasi yun nga, yung we're moving forward with the thought na gusto talaga natin yung mga students, yung mga neurodivergent learners natin, they will have access to what is helpful for each of them. Yun nga, yung ilang mga slides ni Miss Judy, paulit-ulit niyang pinapakita na may mga differences kasi talaga. So the more we try to understand yung context, kung saan sila nanggagaling, tapos ina-adjust natin kung ano yung expectation natin na pagpapakita nila nung learning nila. Hindi lang isang way, yun, universal design for learning. Hindi lang isang way, pero papakita nila in different ways kung saan mas easy for them or kung saan mas may access for them to share that. Makikita natin na hindi lang pala sa isang, yun nga, paraan or sa isang method lang natututo yung isang tao or yung isang neurodivergent learner nga po. Nung nabanggit mo nga, ma'am, yung selective mutism, isa pa po yun sa very less known na condition pero ano rin siya, complex din po siya kasi they're treated by psychologists din po and by speech therapist din po. Pero yun nga, tama po yung sobrang agree ako dun sa sinabi mo, ma'am, na we don't pressure more for communication kasi kaya nga siya selective
Okay.
mutism kasi meron po siyang language-based concern plus meron anxiety or panic level dun sa condition niya. So the more na pinipress natin sila, the more we make someone feel uncomfortable and pressured to speak, lalo silang mag-shrink. Yun yung
Yeah.
magiging
Mm-mm.
response nung nervous system nila. So kung narinig nyo po yan, yung selective mutism, sila po, it's another condition po talaga, condition po siya, wherein kaya nila naman na makipag-converse, kaya naman talaga nila nakakapagsalita, pero may certain environment, setting, and situation na nag-freeze up yung nervous system nila. So, talagang nag-shutdown. Hindi mo talaga sila mapipilit na makapagsalita or yun nga, as if mute sila, kaya selective mutism. Hindi nakakapagsalita. So, hanap tayo kung may mga, ayun, may nagtanong pala si Kuya Dale, si Awesome Objection, nagtanong siya, ma'am. Sabi niya nung una, kung eto lang kasi yung napansin niya, hi, Sir Brian, nandiyan din si The Reading Owl Edotherapy. Ang tanong niya kanina ay, wait, di ko na siya ma-browse, pero parang ang point niya is, concern ka ba, ma'am, na mas bumababa yung number ng male guidance counselor in population sa ngayon? Para sa'yo, personal opinion mo, is it something concerning ba?
Um, Medyo, oo. Ay, parang, pero hindi, ang sa akin parang ano siya no, a gender question. Pero, hindi, ang mas concern ako doon sa bumababang number ng counselors in general. whether babae o lalaki siya, no? Pero kasi for male counselors, so syempre it's really concerning din. Pero in general kasi konti lang talaga kami. So yun ang ano, so and then yung pumupunta sa field ng guidance and counseling kasi is kokonti lang din kasi meron din kasing mga certain issues na kailangang i-handle within the system itself. Kasi syempre doon na papasok yung sa plantilla, 'di ba? Mga tipong ganyan lalo na sa public school. Ito pa ngang sa ano yung sa school-based mental health, medyo, hindi ko alam kung, kasi nasa private institution ako, so hindi ko alam kung paano siya gagawin sa public school kasi nga, care centers na, hindi na siya guidance center. So, and then may plantilla for psychometricians din and psychologists. So, yeah, I'm not sure kung paano yung magiging career progression doon kasi yung career progression sa public is, that's another kind of worms to open. Pero, yung concerning ng male counselors, kasi for a person to be a guidance counselor, kailangan mo na ng mag-MA ng guidance and counseling, just like sa psychologist, no? So, kasi sa amin naman, hindi ako sure sa ibang area, pero kami, dahil meron kaming school na dalawa ang counselor, so yung isa doon ay lalaki. So hindi pa naman parang hindi ko pa naman siya nakikitang ano na sa area namin. And then there was a time nga na we were looking for a female and then male counselors were applying. So parang okay, so hindi naman siya ano kasi kailangan ang gusto ko isang babae, isang lalaki. Mas maganda 'yon, no, for uh, para mas madali for male
Correct, clients
students.
and
Oo.
yes, totoo.
Yan.
Yung feeling safe kung client
Mm.
mo ay male or kung female, kung saan sila mas magiging feeling safe to share and to discuss yung mga
Yeah,
concerns nila.
oo. Yun. So, in general, do sa bilang ng guidance counselors ako mas concerned. Yun. Pero mas natutuwa ako ngayon dahil merong mga male na early childhood education teachers. Parang ano din yun, no? And then yun nga, ini-encourage kasi yung mag-MA Mag-MA muna for a person to be practicing guidance and counseling as a profession. Even nga yung word
Ayan,
na
ma'am.
counseling.
Oo, ma'am, may
Mm.
nag-message ngayon. Ask daw ba if
Mm.
advantage or very helpful sa isang guidance counselor ang mag-aral ng special education? Anong masasabi mo?
Sa'kin kasi ganito yun 'no, dahil ako I'm handling I do supervision. So, I'm handling 7 schools 'no. So, ako lang yung registered kasi sabi ko nga 'no, sobrang kokonti ang registered. Even yung term nga na counseling hindi siya puwedeng gamitin ng hindi license. So, ngayon ako dumating ako sa punto na tinanong ako nung parent, "Bakit sino ka ba?" Mga tipong ganyan. So parang, okay, nagkaroon ako ng semi existential crisis dun. So dun ko na ano na, okay, kailangan ko mag-aral. Para at least, magkaroon ako ng ano 'no, ng edge na kapag nakipag-usap ako sa kanila, meron akong certificate in special education. So that's where I'm
Mm.
coming from. Hindi 'to I didn't get this from elsewhere 'no, hindi ko 'to basta pinik
Mm.
kung saan-saan 'no. So yeah,
Correct.
naging advantage siya sa'kin kasi nga, I do supervision pero parang ano, 'no, it depends on the area that you are in kasi ang dami namang area ng guidance and counseling, ang dami namang area ng psychology. So sa'kin naging advantage siya kasi hindi ko talaga malimutan yung experience na yun. Sabi sa'kin ng parent, "Bakit sino ka ba para sabihin sa'min 'yan?" Yung mga tipong ganyan 'no. And then yun nga,
Totoo.
and then, I appreciate din yung ano 'no, siyempre meron akong mga department heads, may mga department heads or teachers yung schools namin and then sabi sa'kin nung isang hindi ko siya malilimutan, sabi kasi sa'kin ng isang seasoned teacher, alam kong parang sinabi niya, hindi ko yun rinig 'no, basta sinabihan lang niya ng yung isang teacher na sure daw siya na alam ni Ma'am Judy kung anong ginagawa niya. Tapos parang naano ako dun na, okay, kailangan alam ko talaga yung ginagawa ko, hindi ako yung tipong,
Mm.
just getting this from elsewhere. So, I
Correct.
really took, yung certificate in special education kasi para sa'kin, magiging helpful siya para sa'kin at magiging helpful din siya sa school. Pero just to add 'no, hindi yung ginagawa kong 'to, yung as a special needs education, specialist, tinerm ko lang 'yan 'no, para at least meron akong term 'no, at may approval naman 'yan from our admin kasi I'm from the admin part. Pero ini-emphasize ko sa mga teachers na, "Hello, pare-pareho tayong walang ano dito ha, hindi ibig sabihin na dahil ako'y may gano'ng title ay ako'y may additional na
Mm.
na
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 perk na
numeration, 'no?"
correct.
Oo, pare-pareho lang tayo. Pero kung ano yung ine-emphasize ko sa school, ang school ang magbe-benefit doon. So, school na yung bahalang mag-ano doon sa sa
Correct.
teachers nila. Pero yung sa akin, on my end, kasi nung una, parang, yun din ang naisip ko na baka iniisip nila, baka may dagdag ka dyan, tapos kami wala. Even yung ah, pagpunta ng mga specialist sa schools, wala yun. Wala akong nakukuha doon. Ang hinihingi ko lang sa kanila, ibigyan ng discount yung mga estudyante namin and they are able to give them, no? Para lang mabigyan ng ideya ng mga teachers na ito ay ginagawa out of, advocacy. Advocacy talaga siya.
Correct.
At kailangan pare-pareho tayo dito dahil in the end, ang magbe-benefit naman ay kayo, hindi ako. Parang yun ang
Mhm.
pinapakita ko rin sa kanila. Ayun. So, ang labi ko nang
So,
nasabi. Nasagot ko ba yung tanong?
correct. Oo. Ma'am, puwede mo nang i-stop share, babasahin ko yung
Okay,
comment
sige.
ni ano, ni Ate Sue, yung ating guest for Saturday. Sabi niya, "Ang ganda po ng topic today. Hoping maraming na-reach out para maraming makaalam, both parents and teachers and professionals. Also, as a mother of awesome kids, I agree po dun sa sinabi ni ma'am na maging open po tayo sa constructive criticism para mas lalo natin matulungan yung mga anak natin na neurodivergent." 'Di ba ang ganda ng sabi niya. Miss Janine, medyo i-clarify mo yung tanong mo na kamusta ang referrals at kung there are a lot of referrals po ngayon. Medyo hindi ko nasundan kung ano yung mean niya by that. I'm not sure kung dahil sa profession mo tinatanong niya kung marami bang referrals sa'yo. So Ma'am Janine, mag-follow up post ka or comment ka. Pero yun nga, ang ganda po nung topic. Tsaka tama ka Ma'am siya 'no, yung parang sobrang konti yung guidance counselor tapos medyo may idea or may naririnig-rinig ako na ang hirap na ngayon sa public system yung kumbaga sariling issue and concern ng system and ng departamento yung mga issue sa guidance counselor. Pero 'di ba dati and yung practice bawat public school supposedly has a guidance counselor, 'di ba ma'am?
Yes, oo. Tapos meron pa rin hindi nakaka-move on dun sa disciplinary yung guidance na term. So, doon ko lang na-realize na ang tagal-tagal ko na dito, ang tagal-tagal ko ng guidance, pero meron pa ring mga parents, I guess, na ang tingin nila kapag na-guidance yung anak nila is nagka-record or may, gano'n. Pero kaya nga buti na lang ang gagawin nilang term ngayon ay care center, 'yan. So, para at
Mm.
least maiba yung term 'no. So, ang pinaka ga-guide or magsu-supervise sa mga yun is isang mental health, and well-being center. So para hindi
Mm.
na yung term ng guidance parang, meron pa rin siyang certain stigma. Siguro yung kay Miss Janine na question, yung pagre-refer, sa ngayon dahil nga meron akong mga clinics na I was able to work with, sobrang daling mag-refer ngayon, no? And then, ang nangyayari ngayon, meron ng mga teachers, dahil nga aware na ang mga teachers, may mga parents na aware na din, sila mismo yung nagre-reach out. Tapos maganda yung may parents group. Sobrang ganda nun. Parang for me, ang helpful talaga niya. Kasi for example, naalala ko yung, merong mga parent na mahirap kausapin. No? Tapos halimbawa, parang hindi pa siya pumapasok sa schedule ko kasi merong ganun dahil nga 7 schools yung hawak ko. So, merong hindi pumapasok sa schedule ko. So, it will take time for me to be able to talk to them. So, titatap ko yung parent na, "Mami."
Mhm.
And minsan, nakausap ko na kung kailan na nakausap ko na siya, nung pinapakiusapan ko si mami, sasabihin ako ni mami na, "Hindi, okay na, nakausap ko na siya." Mga tipong gano'n. So, napakaganda, napaka-helpful ng may parent group. Yeah, oo, parang if you're in a school, ta's meron kayong parents, kasi siyempre, di ba, meron namang parent na, tanggap nila yung situation ng anak nila, no, na merong parent na proactive sa mga gantong advocacy. Minsan SNED body natin, di ba? So, yeah,
Correct.
so very helpful sila sa amin, no. So sila mismo yung nakakapag self-referral na din, no. Ang minsan lang ginagawa ko ay no, yung tipong bibigyan na lang ng heads up yung mga center. Kaya yung mga centers na malapit sa school namin, kilala ko at kilala nila ako. At nagre-reach out talaga ako sa kanila. At ang isa sa mga una kong tanong ay, sino po mag-handle sa bata? License po ba? Kasi syempre, di ba, I really have to make sure then if no, sila ay being handled well. Kasi syempre, yung lisensya, no, di ba, ang lisensya ay hindi naman to basta-basta. Sabi ko nga sa mga teachers, no, kapag halimbawa, okay, maganda. Ito yung pinang-tatarpaulin, pinakikita natin sa lahat na ito ay na tayo ay lisensyado. Kaya lang, at the end of the day, ang lisensya ay para sa mga bata, para sa mga clients. Kasi it gives our clients an assurance that they are being given the services that they deserve. Right? So, yun talaga yung concept ng license. Hindi ito pang sa atin, no? Ito ay para sa mga kliyente natin. Yan.
Correct. Sabi ni Inay Bren, si Abe daw super love yung guidance program nila. Kasi nga yun
Mm-mm.
naman supposedly, like kung running siya efficiently and effectively, makikita mo talaga na nasiserve well yung mga dapat talagang pagsilbihan niya. So, ang ganda. Alam mo yung isa pang na-inspire ako and natuwa ako, Inay Brens, kasi like yung sinabi mo nga, yung IAs mo is parang, alam mo yun, pinanganak because of the inspiration from Inay's DICE, DICE
Yes,
ni Inay
oo.
Brens, 'di ba? So sobrang nakakatuwa talaga, Inay. Sabi ni Inay, I don't make guidance as panakot. Sabi ko, guidance will always help you feel better in school. Totoo, 'di ba? Yung gano'n na nagmo-move away tayo. Sinabi niyo mo nga
Talaga.
kanina, Ma'am,
So,
na traditional traditional thinking na punitive pa rin, punishment pa rin yung dating, yung gano'n. So, move forward na natin na nandun tayo to assist and to help them process things po. So, napakaganda talaga mo. So far, wala na ako nakikitang ibang mga question. Ay, nag-reply pala si Miss Janine. Tama nga, yung referral daw for special education service. Tama yung inisip mo, nasagot niya. So, shoutout natin yung mga malapit dyan sa sila, Teacher Eileen. Yes, siya yung next Sunday. So, sobrang sana mag-join po kayo kasi ang ganda po ng topic next Sunday ng same time po 5 p.m. AAC Augmentative and Alternative Communication System by Teacher Eileen. And ayun na pala, i-share ko na muna sa screen natin. Wait lang. Ah, para ma-share ko po at malakihan ko yung mga upcoming events pa natin. Sa Saturday po, please join us and let's all together learn from the story of Mami Merlinda and the Awesome Brothers po. This is the first time I'm having three brothers sa Awesome Minds. Tapos yung last na event ko for November is my first autistic adult guest. So sobrang dami din ng learning doon. So I hope you can also join kasi hanggang November lang yung mga FB live events po natin every year. So sobrang exciting nung lineup for the last month of this year. Sana po samahan niyo po kami. So this will be on Saturday na po ng 7:30 FB live and on Sunday naman po at the same time is si Teacher Eileen nga po for the topic of AAC. So, ayan po, kaka-post ko lang din po na mag-open po ako ng limited slots for online po this November po. So, you can send us a message or kung may gusto kayong i-refer or naghahanap na kakilala po, please do share them. And I'm on all the available social medias po, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Pero yung mga ganito pong webinars natin ay napopost and nagsistay permanently sa YouTube. So kung gusto nyo pong balikan, even this one po, for today, mapopost po siya dun sa YouTube channel na Miss Joy SP. So may nag-comment pa. Sabi ni Inay, love you, Ma'am Judy. I know your heart's desire para sa mga bata. Salamat, sabi ni Miss Janine. Sobrang thank you po sa lahat ng nag-join. Ma'am, baka may last comment ka or words to share sa ating audience?
Yeah, so thank you po. Thank you sa inyo. Thank you rin, Miss Joy, for the opportunity to share this. Yun nga, as I've mentioned, hindi naman perfect ang institution, no? We'll try to do something about it. 5 years pa. Actually, hindi ko na share. Meron kaming 5-year plan, no? Kasi dapat, di ba, 2029. So, yeah, so parang umuusad naman kami so far. Ayan. May mga konting challenges along the way. Pero for as long as we have the policy, the documentation, parang ano na yun, no? Everything else will follow, hopefully. Ayan. And the support from our admin, of course. Ayan. So thank you, Miss Joy. Thank you rin sa inyong lahat. At sa mga SNED buddies, I really appreciate all of you. Yan, Sir Al, Teacher Kim, Teacher Ana, Miss Joy, Teacher Jereen, si Miss
Correct,
Janine, ayan, si
Janine.
Mami
Yeah,
Brents, ayan, no, sobrang appreciate ko talaga sila. Si Miss Janine, yung nag-post siya ng seminar niya, nagkataon ko, yeah. Go agad,
correct.
yan, si Miss
For the
Janine.
learning.
Oo, sobrang
Totoo.
appreciate
Sobrang
ko si Miss Janine.
correct. Sobrang nakakatuwa yung community that we're building. And shout out natin
Mm-mm.
si Mami Dim sa Autism PH, yung community that we're always trying to move forward and the kind of community na gusto nga natin ma-empower yung mga parents po and
Yeah.
they themselves will be able to advocate for their own kids kasi sila rin naman po talaga. Tapos natutuwa ako dun sa mga point mo nga na, di ba sabi mo nga kanina may mga parents na hindi natin maalis yun in denial pa sila. Parang we're just giving them time. And yung technique mo na you reach out to other parents by parents, napaka-effective, di ba, ma'am? Kasi
Yes,
sometimes
oo.
talaga, they feel yung mga in denial or dumadaan sa stage ng pagiging in denial, minsan talaga struggle silang abutin kapag professional ka kasi parang lalo silang nada-down or they feel even depressed or parang alam mo yun, down na down sila dahil sasabihan mo pa sila ng mga gano'n, ng mga truth fact and all that, 'di ba, na ang hirap. Pero sometimes yung another parent doing the journey and kakilala nila, mas madali talaga na mapaliwanagan or mag-start sila mag-open up to it and magkaroon ng mga sariling reflection nila and changes how they can improve. So maraming ay, yan Sinyuro, nag-comment sila pa. Sabi ni Miss Janine, thank you po sa inyo. Thank you po sa inyo, Ma'am Judy. Super informative ng discussion mo. And thankful din si Mami, si Neuro D, Ma'am, na sa guidance counselor sa school ng mga anak niya kasi never niyang naisip na negative ang guidance. Sana talaga no, may magkaroon tayo ng gano'n na moving forward, na open tayo dun sa mga information na makakatulong po sa atin. Tapos
Mhm.
yun nga na we're sharing and hindi natin gine-gatekeep yung term nga ng Gen Z ngayon. Hindi natin gine-gatekeep yung mga information na makakatulong po sa mas maraming tao. So maraming maraming salamat po sa nag-stay tuned for atin for this night's topic and we'll see you again on Saturday po. Blessed day for everyone. Mag-ingat po tayo sa Bagyong Ramil kasi sabi ngayon hanggang bukas yata siya papasok. So stay safe and dry everyone. Thank you, ma'am. Super thank you. Bye po.